up the song. Okay. So you can do that while we're waiting. I'm going to put out the promo. Did you see the promo I did from the pool?
From the pool?
All right. Extended intro has to go first before we go live.
Tuned into my weekly talk radio TV show called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced and get happy with Dr. Marissa. And this show is about hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. So I have shows and topics.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days.
Monday, Tuesday,
Happy days.
Wednesday, Thursday,
Happy days.
Friday, whatever.
Happy days.
What a day. Na, 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 na.
I love you.
I love you too.
Best known as the mom from Happy Days, and she is a delightful 89-year young Marion Ross to my studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Dr. Marissa, this is such a treat for me.
Oh.
My goodness, you're a wonderment.
Which is exactly the kind of guest that I like. Those who have gone through life, good and bad, and then taken those experiences to alchemize them into the person they are now and doing good on the planet. I'd like you to welcome Corey Feldman.
If you're grateful for it and you say right away, thank you, God. Oh, my God, that's so beautiful. I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then guess what? More good things will come to you.
Does this sound familiar at all? She's back again to mark my Cancer Awareness and Prevention Month show. Please welcome Fran Drescher. Hi, Fran.
On and supporting cancer schmance. I really appreciate it.
So what would you say are some of the biggest myths, Fran, that people have about cancer?
Well, I would say that they think that there's a cure for it.
Okay.
Instead of a cause for it.
This is the first call-in show when I get to be Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura. And people call in to get their life tires balanced and their critical thinking or their BS, their belief systems, smog checked. And today I am delighted to have Malie calling in from Birmingham, Alabama.
We could go 90 days and end up having terrible sex. And then you say, well, the relationship's not all about sex. Well, if I'm not getting great sex from you, then I'm going to get it from somebody else. Right?
That moose just got put on the table. And I see Josh and Jim.
I have to agree
You're
with Clyde.
both nodding. Ramon's sort of half nodding because his wife's listening. But
I understood what was going to happen if Muhammad Ali's youngest daughter, made public that I was going to become a boxer. So I wanted to make sure this was the path that I wanted to go down.
You are absolutely fabulous, beautiful inside and out. And I'm giving you Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award today.
Thank you.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point.
When I go, I'm gone.
Are you lonely?
No.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be
But
the answer.
I surround myself with people. I mean, I'm always the one cooking for things. Or I'm always the one that decorates first and come to my house. All the orphans that have no place.
I'm going to have no place to go, so I can come over.
Come on over.
And life is so amazing if we can see it.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
That's not. And welcome. You're to Did You Take My Advice? I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Podchaser, Streaker, Speaker, and more. I am Dr. Marissa, your hashtag positively opinionated host. And this is a show about hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal, no K words, no Kanye talk, formerly or now. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. And this is the station that leaves no listener behind, 25 years strong, and home to the Asian Oprah. And if you've missed any of my, I think I forgot to adjust the number of weeks here, but this is show podcast number 1171, but who's counting, or 72, and the consecutive week number 630, I believe. So those who said I wouldn't last a year, well, go figure. It's 12 years, and so grateful that you were wrong because we don't talk about anything that any other channel talks about this morning. We don't talk about the things that are wrong in life. We talk about the things that are right. So you can go there and get that and then come here and balance yourself out. And I'm so delighted today that we have back in studio two faces and voices and shining smiles that you saw last holiday season. I want to welcome back to the studio the children. I can't call them children anymore because they are adults and they graduated and they also have some new music to share. So you all know my co-host. It is Wednesday. She's a beautiful inside out, Dr.Tiffanie Tate. She is the other doctor in the doctor. She's an MD, OBGYN, that does so much more, playwright, songwriter, singer. You can tell her kids didn't fall far from her musical tree. I'm going to let the kids introduce themselves, but I just want to say welcome back to my studio.
Always a pleasure to be here. And today I have my two fabulous young adults, Nathaniel and Mia Moore, who just graduated from Azusa Pacific University, and they can introduce themselves in order of birth. Take it away.
Perfect. Well, my name is Nathaniel Moore, and it's a pleasure to be back on the show again. You might remember me in the last holiday season when I was brought onto the show. And as my mom was just talking about, both my sister and I recently graduated from Azusa Pacific University. For myself, thank you. For myself, I have graduated with a Master's of Music degree in oboe performance.
Awesome. And that is a master's, I believe, that
Yes.
you have. And while in the middle of, I forgot to welcome in all the folks that are in my cashew gallery right now. So happy to have Gerald Wade. And yes, the family, the sorority family is in the house. Z, I think you refer to her as, and we're just so happy to have you here. If you're wondering how you can be part of this show every single weekday morning here on KCAA NBC News, home to the Asian Oprah, you can free subscribe on my YouTube TV channel, where you'll get an alert every weekday morning to come on and be able to be part of the show, ask questions of my guests, and just to give me your 8 cents worth. So if you're driving and listening to the AM 1050 FM 106.5 side, please do not chat and let your fingers stay on the steering wheel. But whenever you arrive, wherever you're supposed to, please do come and play with us in studio. All right. And it was a master's in what?
In oboe performance.
Oboe performance. And while we're at it, you are now also, I got front row seats to your progress in your search for upper studies, graduate school. And congratulations, you had more than one option. And now you are going in the fall to be starting
at Rutgers University.
East Coaster.
Yes.
Yeah, my daughter went to Cornell, so I'm gonna bet that by early November you're gonna call and say it's cold out here.
Probably.
That's what happened to my daughter. So, but you deserve at least one of these for yourself, because I know that it's not easy to do what you're doing. And my beloved father, who is now in heaven, not the big father, but my Chinese dad, would say, get as much education as possible, as quickly as possible, because no one can steal it. You can't lose it. So you are following my dad's advice, and for that you get this. Because it's so important.
Thank you.
Yay. And now to the younger, prettier, sorry, Nate, but she is pretty. And she also has my favorite name. For those of you who didn't know, Mia means little mother. And unfortunately, I did not get to name my daughter that name, because I picked the first daughter and my husband wanted to take over naming of the second one. So otherwise, Sarah would be Mia. But welcome back, Mia.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Mia, Mia Moore, and you can find me on Instagram at miamore._.music. And I am a recent graduate also from Azusa Pacific University with my bachelor's in commercial music with a focus in vocal performance. And yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram to join my singer-songwriter journey, as well as my future plans.
Awesome. Congratulations. There's an echo in the studio back end here. It's funny. Yes, and let's see. Great advice, thank you, from my dad. Absolutely. And we've got let's see. Hello to the guests. I'll be joining Dr. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad, Gerald, to have you as a regular. Inside and Out Tiffany, yes. And let's see. I'm just catching up here. Okay, I think I did that one already. This is always fun. I do multiple things. Adding the chat, I think, put me over, but Mia Moore is a beautiful name. Sounds like French for my love. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. experienced that before. Absolutely. And I want to also just say and recognize, as you can tell, I'm in my traditional Chinese outfit. I'm giving a talk right after the show for a company that is international. They found me through Pep Talk, a British search firm, actually, which is kind of fun. And so this is my first gig with them, a talk for AAPI month. I know you thought I was Swedish, but I wanted to formally just recognize that it is AAPI month, and we are valuing diversity with respect to the color of golden. I'm no longer yellow. I am golden. And Chinese is certainly one of the many nationalities that are included in Happy AAPI month. So I just wanted to recognize that and to teach you one Chinese word, which is this morning, xie xie. Now you probably already know that. So you're my audience today. Can you say xie xie?
Xie xie.
Beautiful. It's not S-H-I-T, it is S-H-E-A, and it means thank you in Mandarin, right? Which is different than Cantonese. Cantonese is a dialect, and if you say thank you in that dialect, there's two different ways. Dodze is if someone gives you something, and ngoi is when someone does something for you. So it's really interesting how, like in the Eskimo language, they have 10 different words for melting snow or snow, right? Based on, the culture. So it's interesting that in Mandarin, which is the Putonghua, the global Chinese language that every Chinese person is supposed to know, as a baseline, and then dialect on top of that, that it is just xie xie. But in Cantonese, the dialect, it's Ngoi or Dodze. So if you want to do advanced work, that is the AAPI tip for the day. Sorry, I just wanted to insert that because I keep forgetting to do it. And we're going to run out of the AAPI month before I remember to do it. So happy AAPI to me and to all those who are listening that are celebrating their diversity with respect to Asian Pacific Islander. All right. Did you know that?
I did not.
I did not.
There you go. We learned something new. And I'm about to learn a lot of new things about our very special guests this morning. One, we're going to start with taking a bite of our gratitude sandwich, which is a hashtag Blisscipline, good life habit that we start with every weekday morning with me. So we're not going to do 8 because I really want to spend more time since there's a lot of us this morning. But what's one thing that you're grateful for this morning? And then we'll go to the bottom of the bun, which is what do you appreciate about yourself? And that's how we sandwich our day in the most positive way. Feel free to participate in the chat. And I'm sure by the time we're done, we will have 8. Who would like to start? Point to the person that you would like to start first. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Everybody, I guess I'll start. Mia pointed at me. So today I follow up with my oncologist, and I'm expecting a good report because my mammogram and ultrasound were both negative. So I'm thankful for that. So I expect a good report. So I'm thanking God for that.
Yay! And I had forgotten. Now, wait, can I just ask, because there's a lot of people who have similar experiences and maybe they're at a place where they're not free with their mammogram. Just share real quick your experience there.
Yes. I have a strong family history of breast cancer, and I've had multiple masses in my breast removed. And so I have to follow up with the oncologist annually and get breast exams and serial mammograms for screening because of my history and because of my history of masses and abnormal masses.
And you've been cancer-free for how long?
I've been cancer free for 3 years, but I still have my skin cancer. So I still follow up with my dermatologist as well annually, but God is good. So
yeah. And what would you say to anyone right now who just got a diagnosis or has a family history and has some fear around that? Give us one thing that you know helped you through that process.
I would say that just because you get the diagnosis, all cancer is not unto death. There are different stages, and it's important to get medical treatment, not ignore the doctors, and follow up with treatment and make sure you get your maintenance and your therapy and not ignore any signs or symptoms. Don't just stick your head under your blanket or in the ground and ignore anything. One of the things is fear, and we fear the unknown, but you have to face it and you have to fight it, and you can battle it.
Fantastic. Yes. As you heard in the extended promo that plays when the NBC News plays on the other end, Fran Drescher, you all know her from The Nanny. She's come on the show a couple of times because she has this great website called Cancer Schmancer, and it has a plethora of great information, all research based on how to prevent cancer, which is something that, we think that you got to wait for it to show up. There's actually things that you can do. I changed my deodorant because of it. There are things that are proven now that do lead to cancer. So we can take some responsibility and act on our own behalf and not stick our head in somewhere to ignore it, but educate yourself, right? Life is too short to be ignorant. That's my new thing. So thank you for that, Dr. Tiffanie, and we celebrate your cancer-free as well as anybody else. And you got a finger on that advice, by the way. Someone gave you the finger, not that finger, but this finger. So we do love it too when you express yourself in the chat. All right. Where were we? Nathaniel did a gratitude. Tiffanie did a gratitude. It's now your turn, Mia.
Oh, I don't think Nathaniel went yet, but I will happily go. So I'm thankful for graduating college.
Very, very
Laude.
neat.
Yeah, cum laude to be exact.
Oh, wow. Nice job. Did I give you for applause or did I just give Nate applause? Did I give you applause yet?
I think you gave
No.
her. Yeah.
I didn't give it just for
you didn't give her applause.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because there's never enough.
Thank you.
Applause is second on my list of favorite sounds. Laughter is the first one. And I am grateful that, gosh, this is, I get to start my day with this platform. I mean, there's no better way to do it. Like I get the rest of my day. I have like 8 jobs. This is not the easiest, but it's the most fun way to start. And I'm so delighted to continue to have really great people on the show and present company included. If you've just tuned in and you're wondering what's going on, we're just finishing breakfast here on Take My Advice. I'm not using a gift balance with Dr. Marissa, the morning show, and it is Wednesday. So it's Doctors in the House with Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffanie Tate.
And we're here with very special guests this morning. We have the older one,
Nathaniel Moore,
and the younger one,
Mia Moore.
And we're going to go and finish off breakfast with the bottom of the bun, which is, let me see if there's any gratitudes in the chat, but appreciation at the bottom of the bun. I purposely want us to exercise our muscle of self-care because thanks to my honorable moniker, Oprah, she has brought that whole idea of mental health awareness to the forefront. Her talk shows, at that time when she started, I think it was Jerry Springer and Weird People. And so I credit her with bringing meaning into daily talk as well as the whole idea about talking about your mental health. And so it's my BS belief system that mental health starts with self-care, self-soothing, self-love, and that's why we do the bottom of the button. So what do you like about yourself? And we're modeling this for you so that at the end of the day, when you put your head down on your pillow, you're not doing this meaningless scrolling, MS. Instead, you're thinking about what's good about yourself. And that way you're going to fall asleep better than if you're thinking about what you didn't get done or who done you wrong. So that's why we do this. I'll start. I appreciate that I have shed the shackles and the muzzle that does come from the ancestry of the Chinese culture. The nail that stands up is hammered down, and I've released the shame that comes with speaking as an Asian woman on all platforms, on all cameras, which I did for a long time, but I still carried that shame. So I appreciate that I can release that, and I encourage all those who grew up being told to be seen and not heard, to own your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, whatever that is, and get out from under that bushel. So that's my appreciation. Let's go backwards. Mia, what do you like about yourself?
I like my perseverance and my brain.
Beautiful. Dr. Tiffanie?
I like the fact that I can always find the silver lining no matter how bad the situation, because it can get rough sometimes and people can let you down, but I'm going to figure out a way to learn from that bad situation and make it a lesson. Turn that lemons into lemonade.
Beautiful. I call that taking bruised bananas and making yummy banana bread. So we have lemonade and banana bread. And I still am waiting to try Dr. Tiffany's food. Just saying. We talk all the time about the yummy stuff she makes. But thank you for joining us for breakfast. I don't see any gratitudes in the chat, so we will close out. I promise you.
Nate.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went backwards and I left you off. Nate, what do you like about yourself?
What I like about myself is just the perseverance to make things better and reflecting on events that happened in the past and analyzing how it went, what went good, what went bad, and just trying to think of a plan to help for the future to improve upon it.
Beautiful. I'm going to suggest replacing the word bad with what wasn't useful at the time, but can be useful now. Only because I have a feeling you could be a recovering perfectionist. And sometimes when we are perfectionists, it's a dis-ease with what is. And so nothing is ever good enough because we're always trying to do better. And we don't recognize that we're 88% fabulous. 12% of the time we step in it, but 88% of the time to say, I've done the best that I could with the time that I have, with the resources I had, and let go of the self-criticism. I promise you, you will smile more and you will laugh more, and you'll be more fun to be around too. Not saying that you're not, but that I'm just using you because I just have a feeling. I wish someone had told me that. It took me a long time to get to the peace with that comes with being okay, right? And 8 is a lucky number in Chinese. AAPI lesson number 2. 8's a homophone for good fortune. Ba is the word for 8. Fa is the word for good fortune. So I'm blessing both of you youngins with double good fortune.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that's it for breakfast. Let me just quickly check if there's any, no gratitudes and appreciation. I see some questions there. I will get to them if we have time. Questions related to the topic, and my guess would be the preference so that I can stay on track. Otherwise, I get very distracted, just to let you know. But thanks for joining us for breakfast. I promise if you do this good life habit, this hashtag Blissipline for 28 consecutive days, you will sandwich your day in the most positive. Thanks for joining us. All right.
So, Dr. Marissa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. So when we decided to have my young adults on the show, I was thinking, how do we approach this? Because our scientific brain was like, okay, how can we make this fun and interesting for the readers? So, as well as educational. I know that sometimes people are like, do I really want to hear other people's stories? And how can we make this encouraging and enlightening and entertaining? And so I figured, okay, well, let me look at a few statistics and learn something myself. And did you know that according to the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, that the college graduation rate in 2023 was 62.2%?
As opposed to?
The prior, it was only 60%. And the number of people that have a degree above a bachelor's, which includes master's and doctorates, is 13%. So it drops significantly. And so for people who go beyond a bachelor's, that includes law degrees, master's degrees, PhDs, it changes miraculously. And in 2017, on average, a person with an advanced degree, which is anything beyond a high school, they earn 3.7 times as much as a high school dropout. So the importance of education is significant for your pocketbook. Whether you decide to get a certification, whether you decide to go and get training to become a plumber or a mechanic, education is important. So I think it's important for your listeners, whether they're deciding, okay, I don't know what I want to do with my life. If you don't want to go to college, you should decide to get some type of training if you want to be able to provide for yourself in a more improved financial way. So before my kids started to speak, I was like, okay, we're always talking about improving ourselves, being better for ourselves. How can I make this not just about my young adults, but about individuals in general? So I wanted to lead with that.
Thank you very much. Does she sound like an encouraging mother?
Yes.
Great advice. Yes. So and I think the rise, one of my guesses is it's a hashtag COVID silver lining. That one of the great things about staying, indoors and sort of reflecting, is there anything I can learn more? And really, there's no excuse for not learning anymore. We have free resources. The internet you do have to use a little bit of filter to make sure it's real, but there's so many things. I love YouTube because there's so much free stuff. We don't have to go to an encyclopedia. Remember what that is? You probably don't even know what that means. But Dr. Tiffanie and I remember the days, right, when we would have a question and check out the encyclopedia, which is super heavy, right? And not everybody had a full set. So hopefully you're grateful for the access to so much information, but absolutely concur. All right, let's go to the music. Tell me about this project that you got something. I'm gonna put, what should I put? A musician, songwriter, or I don't know. I'm adding to your thing here.
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah,
to do.
musician works.
Musician is good, and I put Mia Moore, like I couldn't find the arrow down like that, but just so people know that who's in studio today. But tell me, so you just released, or you are releasing some music, right? That you did together, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So give me the backstory.
So the backstory of this project is just a combination of jazz and gospel music, and the album is titled Gospel Translated to Jazz. And the project began as a collaboration with myself and the church that I am the saxophonist for, Christ St. John's Church in Compton, California. And this
And
project has been, oh, what were you saying?
oh no. I thought you played oboe. I thought
I
that was
do. I'm a multi-instrumentalist playing oboe, English horn, saxophones, flute, piano, sing, and compose.
Is there anything that you don't play?
Yes, a lot of instruments that I would love to play in the future, especially in the woodwind family, and any percussion instruments and strings and brass I'd be interested in. But most of my focus on instruments is related to woodwinds. So those will
That was
be
that was a little sarcasm, is another service I offer. It wasn't actually a question, but yeah, when people ask me, is there anything I don't do? I say yes, clean and cook. So, but let me fix your title. So it's what was that? I've never heard
a
that.
multi-instrumentalist.
Dash instrumentalist. And then Mia, what would your title be?
And so I'm a singer-songwriter.
Got it. Yes. And I hope we have time for you to sing something Acapulco.
Yes, I think she's ready.
Oh, good. Good. And Acapulco is my sarcastic way of saying a cappella, by the way. So, all right. So it started with your church, right? And it's gospel, obviously. And then you love jazz. I love jazz. Totally I actually played in the high school orchestra. I was the timpani player. I played timpani. So my nickname was Boom Boom. I don't think I've ever said that on the show. So, but go ahead. So it started as a collaboration.
Yes, and for the collaboration, I created a group of different friends and colleagues that I perform with, mainly from the school that I attended at Azusa Pacific University. And as I enlisted the bandmates, and one of them would be my sister, Mia. She would be the vocalist. And so the band got together and we would compose the charts and arrange them. Almost all the band members arranged a chart. On the album, I arranged about 3 of the charts, which includes writing down the notes and the chords, and then handing it to all the players. And if there's any mistakes in the part that I created, I'd go back and fix them. And other band members did the same. They mainly did just one chart, though.
And how long did this project take?
It took quite a few months, because just getting everyone together and all the preparation of writing the parts out and rehearsing.
That's not that long. I've heard albums taking like 5 years to put together, right? So a couple months is not bad. It's that young energy, I think. I've always wanted to be a procrastinator, but never got around to it. You don't have that in your system.
Yeah.
But so I thought it was a single. So it's an actual album. How many songs on the album?
On the album, there are 6 songs.
And the names of the songs?
They are Blessed Assurance, Calvary, Get Right Church, Go Down Moses, Go Tell It on the Mountain, and Leaning on the Everlasting Arms.
Which is your favorite?
My favorite, it's very tough because I love all of them.
All
There's
my children equally.
Yeah, and I love them all for different reasons. I just have to say there's like 3 really, or 4 that
Out of
are
6.
yeah, 4 out of 6 that I would love the most. All for different musical reasons because of the style that they're played in and just the shift in energy. Because some of them are more like in a funk style, or another one's in a blues style.
Let me guess. The Go Down Moses, or that one's a funk, or
Yes, that one is a unique one because it has funk and it goes into a swing section.
that's my favorite already. Just the title itself was mine. That's great. And I hope someone's pulling this up to give us a little sample. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, but before we do that, Mia.
Yes.
Where did you come in? How did you come in? What's your favorite? Your side of the story.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun being a part of this album. My brother approached me at school along with some of my fellow colleagues, some APU alumni that we used to go to school with. And he was like, hey, so I'm trying to make this jazz gospel album with a lot of common church tunes that people are familiar with, try to put a spin on it. And it was really exciting. So I got to create and arrange the take on Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. And that was a lot of fun. So that one's my personal favorite. And so it starts off with this chromatic ascending line. Or first it starts off with a piano intro, and then to really get that leaning feel, it has this chromatic piano line or chromatic vocal line that's ascending. And right before establishing the common feel of the song. And I just love the whole message behind it.
Beautiful. All right. If you've just tuned in and you're wondering what's going on in studio today, you are with us on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, and of course my YouTube TV channel where you can watch and listen, as this show is the home for Asian Oprah. And to answer your question, Gerald Wade, I have been on the air on camera for the past 12 years, 12.2 now. And then also I've been on KCAA, NBC News Radio channel for, I believe it was 10.8 years. So I used to be on Universal Broadcasting Network, and then I got on NBC News Radio, stayed on both until I think a year before pandemic, and I went straight. They promoted me to the morning show, and hopefully that answers your question in the chat. All right, here we go. Dr. Tiffanie, I'm sure you were very proud to have this is this the first grandchild that's coming out of these kids? Yeah,
Yes.
the first musical album grandchild. Nathaniel's going, what?
Well, kind of, sort of, maybe, because I would say the first is their little tune on my book, The Little Engine Mia Sings, because they have a little snippet for the audiobook. So I would say that is the first, because he plays the flute, as he said, he's a multi-instrumentalist, and Mia is singing in Little Engine Mia Sings for the audiobook. So that would be the true first baby for my grandchild. This would be the second fully grown baby. So my audiobook for my book, Little Engine Mia Sings, that is, I consider that the true grandbaby. So this would be the big baby, and then that would be the little baby.
All right. So we have two grandkids already.
Yes.
That's great. You said that they're ready to share something. Is it from the first baby album, or the first baby song, or the second baby album?
The second baby album.
Okay,
The
so
big
let's
baby.
take it away. Oh, we've got someone new in the chat. Good morning to Mary Montgomery. That's my great nephew and great niece that I think they are smart and funny and they get it from me. Ha ha ha. Is this your tanta, or what do you
My
call
mom
her?
tea. Yes.
What is it?
My mom tea.
That's it. Sorry, Tanti or Tonto. No, wrong. Mom T. Yes, I've met Mom T before. Welcome back. And yes, she's very proud of her grandbabies for sure.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to listen to them. And we know that they got it from you. Mom T, I'm still waiting to have some of your food too. Just saying.
Okay.
Is it working?
I have to log in. I'm on my.
I have it up on my end.
Okay, you sign in because I'm not signed in on my computer. I'm signed in on my.
Right. And while we're waiting, I just want to also give a commercial. I'm giving away tickets to Engelbert Humperdinck and Todd Rundgren. So if you are interested in either one of those performances, they have one of my show sponsors, the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills. So it's worth going if you've never heard Engelbert, even if I've heard him once. Unfortunately, I will be in China lecturing and speaking over there the time he is on stage, which is June 29th, Saturday night, 8 p.m. If you would like a pair of tickets to that, you can even get my front row center normal tickets. I'm giving those away as well. Please just go to drmarissa.life and put in Engelbert Humperdinck. It might be two. Just put Hump, and they'll know you want the tickets for that. And those are also available to you guys. I don't know if you know who he is. He's 86, I believe now, and still performing. I think he's the one that made popular My Delilah, or that could be Tom Jones. Anyways, but that genre of music was incredible. He's still performing. So if you'd like those tickets, let me know. And are you ready? No? Are we still waiting?
Okay. Nate, you ready?
Yes, I have it open on the tab. Just let me know if it's sounding.
All right.
Get it at the beginning.
It's faint.
It's late.
It's faint.
Oh,
very faint. It's so faint, I didn't even hear it.
Okay. I have another plan to play it off.
All right, good. Plan B. Let's do
instead.
it.
So, how's the sound quality this way?
Is it playing right now?
I don't hear a thing.
For some reason, it actually connected to my computer even when playing it off my phone.
Okay. Well, let's go to plan C, which is Mia, you have something to sing Acapulco for me. Is it from the album? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
I can sing something a cappella, yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. And here live in studio from Long Beach, California, and the Inland Empire. May I present to you singer, songwriter, Mia Moore.
Thank you for the intro. So I'm going to sing a little bit of Session 32 by Summer Walker. And if you like what you hear, feel free to follow me on Instagram or give our album a quick listen. Throw away your love letters. I I thought it'd make me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. I know you by your phone, so boy, pick up your line. And I ain't too proud to beg, so what's been said has been said. Ooh, and I need you to know. You don't know what love is. Yeah, I need you to know. You don't know, no. Boy, yeah, you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night crying, you don't know what love is. If you're too good to call a million times, you swear you know what love is. But I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, oh no, no. I swear you never seen it in your life. Ooh, oh no, no, no. I swear you never seen it in your life.
All right.
Wow. Beautiful.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Great job, Mia.
Yay! It's like I close my eyes for a minute and your voice like brings in like warm like sun rays. That's what it feels like.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. She has a great future in front of her. If you're a producer and you're listening and you'd like to get a little more of that, you can contact me or her mom or herself. And I'm going to put your Instagram on there because I don't have it. Oh, okay. Nathaniel is ready to play the music now. And take it away.
All right, here it goes, and you can let me know how the sound quality is. And also, this is what the album looks like, the cover art for it.
Oh, beautiful. Who did that?
Who did it? I don't know their name, but they're an artist who's affiliated with the church that I play at.
Ah.
And then I'll also
Wonderful.
type in the album name within the comments so people can go check it out.
Thank
And it's
you.
on streaming services such as Spotify, iTunes. Here it is. And this song I'm going to play is Leaning on the Everlasting Arms, the tune in which Mia is the lead vocalist.
On the everlasting arms, what a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning on
So yeah, that's just a little preview of what you would hear on the album.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Dr. Marissa, can I use the present button to show them real quick on
Yes,
iTunes?
please.
Okay, so here, let me do my present. I'm going to share screen. Open Google Chrome.
And were you playing sax or oboe in that?
I'm playing saxophone on the album.
Which one?
Alto saxophone.
Alto sax. Nice.
It looks like it's not.
I think I tried clarinet once, but that reed just would not cooperate with me.
Entire screen.
And Mia, does your Instagram have a dot?
It's a _. I can go ahead and type it into the comment section real quick.
I'm actually putting it under your name, but I don't know if it'll show up that long. But nope. Yeah, please limit to 50 characters.
Oh no.
Yeah, I tried. Oh, we have 4 minutes left, Mama. We gotta hurry. And we have some comments here. Lots of good support in the chat.
It looks like you can't.
Oh, my security won't let me. It'll kick me off.
Okay.
It's okay. Well,
That's
Nathaniel,
okay. We got enough of it to really enjoy what was here, and I'm so glad that we were able to hear what we could. And let's see what Mom T, get it, Dr. Marissa's song has you bopping your head. Great job, Nathaniel and Mia. Yes, you get the applause from my head. I too love music. We've got an awesome, let's see. We've got great, yay, Mia, and definitely love it. And let's see, the album name is Aziz Beautiful, and the gospel translated to jazz is the name of that album. And I'm sure your smartphone is smart enough to find it to support and get this music to support the youngin' creation machine, generating some grandchildren, also known as the album. And I really am glad that you got to share that here on the show today. As soon as it was part of a gratitude from your mom, and I'm like, have them on. Let's hear it. And we got a nice personal front row seat to the launching and unveiling of this great album that I'm sure will speak to people's souls. Music is the sound of life. It soothes your soul. It helps you exercise your creativity in your ears, and then inspires you to do something kind. Let's buy the music, listen to it, and put the kind back into humankind. Congratulations to the family is the message from the Cashew Gallery. Welcome back to the show, Jerry. Always nice to see you. Let's see. My sound engineer says 60 seconds. Y'all ready? It's all about balance. Hold on one second. It's all about balance. Peace in.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. World peace through inner peace. This is Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffanie Tate
and
Mia Moore
and
Nathaniel Moore.
We're wishing you the best day ever. Tune in tomorrow. It's Straight Talk with Dr. Marissa and James Hawthorne. We're talking about dating just because it's so fun. We are both still obviously single. So if you want to hear something to laugh at, tune in tomorrow. but do go and have the best day ever. Thank you to the Cashew Gallery.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.